Most people roll out of bed like losers, checking their phones, hitting snooze, drowning in distraction. But champions, they attack the morning like it owes them something. You want to rewire your brain? You want to dominate your life? Then do this every morning, or stay broke, stuck, and average. Your brain is your battlefield. If you don't take control of it every morning, the world will. And guess what? The world doesn't care about your potential, but you should. This isn't about meditation or journaling fluff. It's about rewiring your mindset for execution, aggression, and domination before the world has its coffee. Command your first thought, because that thought is the ignition switch to everything that follows. When your eyes open before your feet hit the ground, your mind is vulnerable. It's raw, it's programmable. And most people let it default to weakness. They wake up already behind, already defeated. They say things like, I'm tired, or I hope today's not as bad as yesterday, or worse, they feel nothing. Just autopilot. But here's the truth. You don't get to rise like a winner with a loser's thought process. That first thought, that's not just a reaction. It's a command post for your entire identity. You either give that command or you follow someone else's. When you wake up, your brain is in a highly suggestible state. This isn't motivational fluff, it's neuroscience. That window is when your subconscious is most easily influenced. So if you start your day with doubt, fear, or passivity, you're literally wiring your brain to tolerate weakness. You're creating a mental loop of surrender. And if you repeat that crap daily, it becomes your identity. You don't just wake up anxious or hesitant, you become the person who lives that way all damn day. And that's how average is built. That's how mediocrity gets reinforced. Not in big dramatic failures, but in the quiet daily thoughts you let pass unchallenged. So what's the fix? It's ruthless intention. It's standing guard at the gates of your mind before the world tries to storm in. The first thing you say to yourself in the morning needs to be powerful, aggressive, non-negotiable. You wake up and hit the mental launch code. I am a machine, I execute, I dominate, I don't flinch, I don't fold, I don't fear. You declare war, not on the world, but on every weak thought that tries to reclaim space in your head. You're not here to hope for a good day. You're here to make the day obey. That didn't start with coffee. It starts with command, with conviction, with unshakable language that sets the standard for who you are and how you move. You're not allowed to be neutral. You're either reinforcing strength or surrendering to weakness every morning without fail. So you want to rewire your brain? You want to shift from average to assassin? Then master the first damn thought. Lock it in before your feet hit the floor. Don't let it be random. Don't let it be passive. Let it be a weapon. Fire it with precision. Feed your brain with certainty, aggression, and purpose every single morning. Because the day doesn't decide your fate, your first thought does. And you either command it or be controlled by it. Prove before you think. Don't wait for motivation. Move. Drop to the floor and hit 25 push-ups. Cold shower. Run. Shock your system into war mode. Why? Because comfort is killing you. Every time you hit snooze, every time you hesitate, every time you sit there thinking instead of doing, you are reinforcing weakness. You are training your brain to wait instead of win. You're giving power to hesitation, and hesitation is the silent assassin of success. Here's the raw truth. The people who win in life don't feel like doing the hard things either, but they do them anyway. Not because they're superhuman, not because they're fearless, but because they program themselves to move before the brain has a chance to negotiate. That moment you wake up, your mind is looking for excuses. Just 5 more minutes. I'll do it later. I don't feel ready. Cut that noise. Shut it down with action. Move your body and kill the debate. There is no room for discussion, only execution. You see, motion is medicine. It resets the nervous system. It ignites your focus. When you push your body into motion first thing in the morning, You're sending a direct message to your subconscious. I'm not here to play. I'm here to conquer. You're no longer reacting to the world. You're leading it. You become the force that others must adjust to. Comfort, on the other hand, is a slow, seductive death. It whispers lies. It tells you that it's okay to wait, that it's okay to ease into the day, that you'll get to it eventually, but you never do. You just keep training your brain to settle, and settling becomes your identity. That's how average is born, not in a single decision, but in thousands of micro moments where you chose ease over effort. You want to be elite? You want to separate yourself from the herd? Then move before your brain can talk you out of it. No feelings, no delay, no warming up. You build the habit of action before thought. That's where true power lies. The most dangerous people on this planet are the ones who don't need to feel right to act right. They strike, they leap, they show up before the voice of doubt can even speak. This isn't about being fit, it's about being fierce. It's about building a mindset so violent in its commitment that nothing, not fear, not fatigue, not feelings can stop it. Discipline is built in movement. Self-respect is earned through execution. You want to rewire your brain? Then stop sitting, stop waiting, and start moving. The winners of this world don't ask for energy, they create it. Every rep, every step, every cold splash in that shower is a bullet in the gun of your mental arsenal. So tomorrow morning, don't think, just move. And let the weak version of you choke on your dust. Weak people keep their goals in notebooks. Winners speak them into existence daily. Say it loud. I don't skip workouts, I build my empire. I take zero excuses. This isn't some fluffy self-help ritual, this is mental warfare. This is how you build a bulletproof mindset before the day even starts. Every morning, when your feet hit the floor, you're either stepping into weakness or stepping into war, and the words you say set the damn tone. Your brain doesn't respond to passive intention, it responds to repeated command. You don't hope to be disciplined. You don't wish for strength. You say it like it's law. You declare it like a commander leading an army. Because the truth is, you're leading the most powerful army in your life. Your mind, your habits, your decisions, your direction. If you don't give it a battle plan every morning, it will default to weakness, comfort, and distraction. I don't negotiate with laziness. Say it. I execute no matter how I feel. Say it louder. I'm not waiting, I'm building. These aren't affirmations. These are non-negotiables. They are orders. Your future depends on you hardwiring these standards into your soul. You want to rise above mediocrity? Then stop thinking like the average, stop acting like the soft, and start rewiring yourself with the language of winners. Every single high performer on the planet has standards they repeat every day. Out loud, not in their head, out loud. Why? Because hearing your own voice builds conviction. Conviction builds clarity, and clarity builds speed. You start believing it not because it's magic, but because repetition reprograms the subconscious. That's how belief is built. And belief is the gateway to execution. Do you think you're going to hit your goals by writing them once a month in a journal? Get real. You hit them by embedding them into your identity. This is who I am. This is what I do. I don't back down. I don't break. You want to stop quitting, start commanding. You want to stop drifting, start declaring. And don't just say it when you feel good. Say it especially when you feel like hell. That's when it counts. Look in the mirror every morning and remind yourself out loud what you stand for. I'm not average. I'm not apologizing for being driven. I was built for more. And the more you say it, the more you believe it. The more you believe it, the more you live it. This is how you crush the voice of doubt before it even opens its mouth. Remember this, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Your morning declarations are part of that system. And if you don't build that system with intention, life will build one for you, and it will be weak. So stand tall, speak power, and repeat it until the world has no choice but to believe you too. You want to be elite? Then stop checking social media like a crack addict. No phone, no news, no noise, just you and your mission. The first hour belongs to you, not the world. Protect it like your life depends on it, because it does. That first hour is sacred ground. It's when your mind is most open, most programmable. And what do most people do with it? They contaminate it. They hand over their mental real estate to notifications, gossip, trends, and chaos. You think checking your feed for 5 minutes is harmless? Wrong. That 5 minutes is a gateway drug to mediocrity. It hijacks your brain chemistry, dopamine spikes, comparison spirals, reaction mode activated. Before you've even brushed your teeth, you've surrendered your power to the digital trash can. Lead performers don't start their day reacting, they start it by creating. When you eliminate all inputs for the first 60 minutes, you are declaring to your brain, I'm the captain, I set the tone, I own this day. That's the mindset of killers, not consumers. You're not waking up to consume content, you're waking up to produce results. The world will always be there begging for your attention, but you don't owe it anything. Your mission comes first, your discipline comes first, your mental clarity comes first. This is your battlefield hour. You prep your mind like a soldier loads his weapon. Silence is your ally. Stillness is your edge. In that space, you journal with intensity, you visualize your targets, you review your goals, you build your battle plan for the day, not mindlessly scrolling, but deliberately sculpting your future. Every minute without input is a minute you take back from the noise. It's a reclaiming of focus in a world built on distraction. Look, if you can't control the first 60 minutes of your day, you've already lost the war. You think you're in control, but you're not. The algorithm is. The chaos is. The distractions are. You start your day on someone else's terms, you will live your life on someone else's terms. You want freedom? You want clarity? You want momentum? Then you earn it by denying the pull of the digital drug and stepping into discipline instead. Build the habit like your destiny depends on it, because it does. Lock your phone away. Shut off the Wi-Fi if you have to. Make your environment support your greatness. No more excuses, no more just for a second. Be ruthless. Be surgical. You are not like them. You are not average. You are building an empire, and empires are not built in distraction. They're built in silence, in solitude. In focused, undistracted morning hours where you choose who you are before the world tells you what to be. Eliminate the inputs, reclaim your brain, and begin every morning like the savage you were born to be. Forget peaceful visualization. You're not here to float. You're here to win. Every morning, people close their eyes and picture beaches, sunsets, and calm waters. And that's fine if your goal is to live a soft, forgettable life. But if you want to dominate, if you want to lead, if you want to build an empire that leaves a legacy, you don't have time to drift in serenity. You need to see the battlefield. You need to picture yourself in the trenches, bleeding, sweating, pushing, and conquering. That's how rewiring happens. You must visualize yourself doing hard shit every single day. See yourself in the boardroom, staring down pressure, outmaneuvering the competition. See yourself cold calling when you don't want to, lifting when your body screams no, showing up when 99% would stay in bed. You don't build mental toughness by dreaming of peace. You build it by seeing the fight and winning it before it ever begins. This is what separates legends from losers. Losers see ease, winners see war, and prepare for it. Most people want results but avoid the pressure. They want success without the sacrifice. You're different, you must be. So you train your brain daily to embrace pressure. You don't run from it, you chase it. You visualize adversity and then watch yourself conquer it. Because if you can see it in your mind, you can manifest it in real life. But here's the catch. It only works when it's violent, vivid, and full of effort. See the grind, feel the tension, smell the sweat, get specific, imagine the struggle, and then see yourself execute with power, precision, and purpose. That's how Navy SEALs train. That's how elite athletes train. That's how the top 1% of entrepreneurs and peak performers wire their minds. They don't float on clouds, they fight in the dirt. And they win, not by accident, but by intention. Your brain doesn't adapt to comfort, it adapts to rehearsed chaos. So give it the reps. Every morning, close your eyes and see yourself dominate. Not once, not casually, relentlessly. You want to land that big deal? Picture it. You want to break a plateau in your business or body? Visualize the grind and the breakthrough. Feel the resistance, then destroy it. And if your mind starts drifting toward comfort, snap it back. You're not here to be soft, you're here to get results. And results come from hard focus, not hopeful daydreams. The mind obeys what it rehearses. So rehearse dominance. Every morning, no exceptions. You're not fragile, you're forged. Now visualize the war and win it before it starts. You want to rewire your brain? Then earn it. Every damn morning. Your routine is your ritual. Build it like a weapon. Speak power, move with force, and attack the day like it's your last. Stop existing, start dominating. Now get off your ass and execute.